So what are you supposed to do if you are just god awfully awkward when you're on camera, right? Like, I don't struggle with this anymore. I mean, I certainly make mistakes on camera, but in general, you can still tell me, still feel pretty natural. But for a lot of people, I notice they can be well put together, composed, expressive, and as soon as that camera turns on, they feel like they're in 8th grade asking a girl to a dance. Like, they're just so awkward. So, a couple things help with that, right? So some action steps. You want to make sure that before you start your video, you prepare your body and your face and kind of get your nonverbals on point. So there's a lot of research that goes into body posture and confidence and mood and stuff like that. So that's the reason I'm standing for this video, right? Rather than like sitting and having the camera up close. Something called the Superman pose. You literally stand, legs spread apart, hands on hips, shoulders back, deep breaths, and maybe say some positive self-affirmations, maybe just breathe. That strong posture does change things hormonally and stuff in your body so you feel a little more confident. So hold that posture. Smile too. For God's sake, smile before you start your video. Before all of my videos, I'm smiling like a silly chimpanzee or something to try to get that happy look on my face. Because if I start the video off like this, which by the way, like my natural resting face is a very grumpy face. Sometimes I'll be like talking to my wife and she'll ask what's wrong. And I'm like, what the hell do you mean what's wrong? I'm fine. It's just my face. I'm sorry. Anyways. Smile before the video, right? And call centers, they tell you to always smile before you call someone because there's actually an audible difference in your voice when you're smiling. In fact, fun fact, which may not be a fact yet, fun theory, they think that actually when human beings started to smile as a species, the smile meant nothing to us. The reason we started to smile is that it changed our voices to make them more pleasant to listen to, less threatening, more friendly, and the vocal change is what really meant something. So that's why we started smiling, was to get our voice box to adjust. Now, of course, after a while, then the smile itself actually meant something, even in absence of the vocal cues. But keep that in mind. Your smile affects your voice, and that's huge. So face, voice, some people even say like, listen to some music, get yourself pumped up before a video, right? One of my clients tells me that they'll listen to Rachel Platten's Fight Song, or they'll listen to Eye of the Tiger by Katy Perry, or another good one is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, right? Some kind of song that gets you really pumped up and feeling confident, or heck, like the Rocky theme music, right? Anything of that nature will do the trick. So there's one thing, right? Get your body prepared before the video starts so that you can optimize your chance of doing well. Next, you want to keep things short and sweet. In fact, I would say this video here is probably too long for most people getting started, because the longer you talk for, the bigger chance that awkwardness sets in, you forget what you're going to say, you lose your place, stuff like that, right? If you can get in, say what you need to say, get out in a minute's time, maybe 2 minutes time, you're going to have a much better chance of coming across, smoothly polished. I mean, it doesn't matter to be all that polished, but just, confident and competent in your video. Notice here I'm stumbling my words a little bit because my video is getting too long. I'm losing my train of thought. Anyways, so yes, there's the keep it short, right? I'm evidence of that right now. The other thing to realize is that you have absolutely got to make sure you get yourself in the mindset with this video that this video is not about you. It really isn't, right? This video that I'm doing right now, the reason I'm recording this video is not for me. It's not about me. It's not about me looking good. That's why I'm okay with making mistakes and looking like a fool back there for a second. It's about you, the viewer, because there are people out there who are struggling with what I'm talking about, and what I'm sharing here can help them. And when I adopt that mindset, it almost doesn't matter if I come across a little awkward, right? So this tip here won't necessarily make you less awkward. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But it'll definitely help you to move forward through that discomfort and still use video even when you're not great on camera, because it's not about you. Imagine briefly, this is an extreme example of course, but imagine briefly you're standing at a street corner, you see someone walking and texting, and they're about to walk in front of a bus. You would obviously reach out and stop them and say, whoa buddy, would you worry about if you looked awkward when you reached out to stop them? Would you worry about if you looked smooth and casual and suave and confident while you were stopping them? No, of course not, right? It's about them. It's about they need your help. You can provide that help, and you're going to do whatever it takes to protect them. You're not going to worry about how you look while you're doing it. So taken to a less extreme example, it's the same idea. You post a video on Facebook, you send someone a video email through something like BombBomb, or you do a YouTube video like I'm doing now. It's about the recipient, so it's okay if you're a little bit awkward. And the final tip I would say, this actually I mentioned in a previous video, or depending on what order you watch these, maybe in a future video, but anyways, visualize the actual person you're talking to. That helps too, right? If you're visualizing a mass audience of a huge YouTube following, which is probably not realistic anyways. But if you're visualizing that, it'll get tough. But if you're actually visualizing a real human being who you know, who's asked you this question before, and then you're addressing it, it becomes easier to speak naturally. I hate when I see videos and people are like, all right, hello everybody, here's my video. I might do that sometimes, but I think that's a rad way to do it, right? You want to visualize an individual person and say, oh yeah, good question, let me answer your question. Picture one person, because you can be a little bit more natural when you picture one person. So anyways, that's it for now. Hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too long. It's actually longer than my average video is. But hopefully you found it helpful. And again, please, any other tips, things that you found help you out, please comment them below. This channel that I'm doing, I certainly don't have all the answers. This is a work in progress. I'm going to be actively learning from you people as I'm doing this, and I'll take the learnings I get from the comments and use them to make future videos. So please, any other struggles that you have related to this, let me know. And any other tips you have that help you out, let me know that too.